YouTube? You see that? That's a 2023 Honda Navi. On today's video, I'm gonna give you guys my first impressions after having it for a month. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. The 2023 Honda Navi has a 109cc air-cooled engine paired with a CVT transmission that you normally find on the scooter. Cool thing about that is, all you gotta do is get on, twist and go. You don't have to worry about shifting gears. So it's a great bike for new riders or anybody that just wants to be able to get on, twist and go, not have to worry about shifting, just enjoy the ride. One of the cool things about it having a scooter power plant is that it moves the engine to the back, which gives you that room here in the frame for the Navi box, which gives you a little extra storage that you wouldn't find on a traditional motorcycle. So you're really getting the best of both worlds. You get the ease of use and the convenience of a scooter, but you get the form factor of a motorcycle. With an MSRP of just $1,807, the Honda Navi is one of the most affordable mini motors you can get. Now that you guys know the basics, what do you say we take it for a ride? You guys see how she rides, and I can tell you guys some more of my first impressions after a month. Let's go. All right, we're rolling on a Navi. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is what type of rider this bike is designed for. I think it's designed for new riders and maybe older riders that don't want to worry about shifting, or maybe a scooter convert like myself. I used to own 2 PCXs, so I was looking for something to compare to that. I was actually looking for PCXs before I bought this, and stumbled upon a Facebook Marketplace ad for the Navi, so I looked into it more and thought it was a good option. PCXs out here are very expensive, looking at like $2,500 plus for a used PCX, so I didn't see the point in doing that when you can get a brand new Navi with the warranty and everything for less than that. I ended up paying, I believe it was like $2,600 and some change out the door with tax, title, and license and everything for mine. The MSRP is like $1,807, and they always charge the destination fee and dealer fees and all that type of stuff. So it's like $2,600 out the door, but still, that's still a great deal for me. The power plant here on it is a 109cc engine with a CVT transmission, and I think it does a great job of getting you around town here in a smaller town like this here in Lawrence, or if you live in a big city maybe, but you only travel in the downtown area, something like that. I will say that on hills, going uphill, it does kind of lack a little bit of power. I'm a bigger guy though. I'm over 6 foot, 230 pounds. So, for me, it gets up and down. It gets up a hill decently, but it does slow down a little bit. If you're going up a longer steep hill, you might, drop down to, maybe 40, 45 if it's a longer hill. There's a hill coming up here that we're going to be going up in just a second that you'll probably see that it's going to drop down a little bit. But like I said, it does a good job of getting around town. It's a comfortable ride. Like I said, I'm a big guy, and I feel comfortable riding it. I can obviously flat-footed. My wife is smaller; she's 5'3", and she can almost flat-foot it. So it's a good ride for bigger and smaller people. Yes, as you can see here, we're bogging down a little bit down into the lower 40s. Once you get going down the hill, though, you can get a pretty good speed. I've gotten into like 53 going down the hill in a tuck. Just in regular flat land driving, I'm getting up to like maybe 49, 50, 51 if there's a little tailwind maybe. But again, for a college town like this that I'm in, This is perfect. Speed limit around town is mostly 35 to 45, so for me, it gets me around town in traffic no problem. I don't feel like I'm driving too slow for traffic or anything like that. I keep up with traffic, and honestly, getting off the line, you actually might, get off the line a little quicker than some cars. So it's a nice little power plant here. Um, and then obviously with it only being, I think the seat height is just over 30 inches, and then the wheelbase being short, it's super easy to maneuver and everything like that. Steering and handling is real easy. It's real nimble. I mean, I love this thing though. I'm at that age now where driving can kind of be a chore sometimes, so having this little Navi to get on and run errands or run to the store makes things so much more enjoyable. I think that's what anybody that rides a Navi would tell you, is that this thing is just fun to ride. With it being so small and lightweight, it's very easy to handle. I love it. I really do. Now, obviously, there are some limitations. I mean, if you live in a city or you need to commute on a highway, then this is probably not the bike for you. As like I said, it only gets up to like 55 max maybe. I have seen that if you change out some of the components in the transmission, that you can maybe get it up a little bit closer to 60, but still you're not going to go on the highway with this thing. So it does have its limitations. If you're in a small town like this, or you live in, like I said, a downtown metropolitan area, I think it's a great option as a commuter bike or just a little fun bike to mess around on. Get out on the weekends, take a little ride. I think it's perfect for that. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you can go wrong getting the Navi. It is carbureted. It's summertime here, and I haven't had it in the winter, so we'll see how that goes. I know it's carbureted. You can be a little finicky in the wintertime, but I have no complaints so far. I've had it for about a month. I'm getting close to 200 miles on it, and I've been all over town here, and I actually took it on like a 25-mile ride to another town to go see my son play 7-on-7 football, and that was on some open road. It was kind of hilly on the way there and back, so like I said, on the uphills it was bogging down a little bit, and I was getting past. I think the speed limit on that was like 50 or 55. So, but on the downhills and the flats, I was doing fine, and it rode great. And for the price, you just can't beat it. Getting a brand new Honda, which, like my buddy told me, is probably gonna outlast us for what, 25, 2600 bucks out the door, depending upon what state you live in, with the warranty and the reliability of a Honda. Fun little bike, looks cool. I mean, I get compliments on it everywhere I go. People are always trying to figure out what it is. I haven't seen very many of them around. I've seen a couple. I saw one here in my town, and then one over in the Kansas City area, which I think is cool. You see Groms, not all the time, but you see those more regularly than you're gonna see these, which I think is a cool thing. I think obviously as they gain a little bit more popularity, you'll probably start seeing them around a little more. But that's cool. I think it's a great little bike, and I think as more people discover it, like I said, I hadn't even heard about the bike until I just happened to stumble upon it on Marketplace. But I think as more people find out about it and look into it, I think you'll start seeing them around a lot more, and that's cool. The They are starting to get some customizations and aftermarket parts and stuff like that you can get for it. If you notice, I got the little Pro Taper handlebar pad here. I got some of the grips. I'm gonna put those on. I'm gonna do that in another video. Yeah, I don't plan on doing a bunch of modifications to it, just some smaller things like that. I may end up diving into the upgrading some of the components in the transmission at some point, but right now I don't really see a need for it. Like I said, it does what I needed to and handles everything that I'm asking for of it. So I love it the way it is for now. I do love the look of the Pro Taper though, and that's why I'm going to go ahead and change the grips. But yeah, other than that, I think it's a great looking bike straight from the factory. So overall, for me, after a month of ownership, I'm more than thrilled with the purchase. I love it. You know, obviously time will tell as far as how the carbureted engine goes and all that type of stuff. But you know, as of right now, I love the bike. I'm glad I got it, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody that's, like I said, a beginner rider or somebody looking to get into motorcycle riding. Somebody that just wants something that's smaller to commute around a smaller town or something like that. It's getting scooter converts, all that. I think it's the perfect bike for that. So yeah, we're almost back to where we started. So the ride's almost over. So to wrap it up, I'd say after a month of ownership, I'm loving it and hoping to put many more miles on this thing. And plan on taking you guys along with me. So if you guys are into mini moto content and outdoor travel activities, definitely tune in the future. And yeah, let's just finish out this ride and see y'all later. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed the ride on the Navi. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. See you next time.